Here we are live with Gordon Hill, Manchester United legend, England international, living now in Palm Harbor, doing some work with the West Florida Flames. Gordon, any thoughts on your Manchester United days?
Well, John, Man United is the biggest club in the world, and to have had the pleasure of playing for them at the top has been a delight. And over the years, I've met many people that are United supporters that followed all over the world, and I'm pretty well much coaching in the traditional way of the Man United, the way that I was brought up. So I'm very, 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 very pleased, and very, very pleased that I can actually do a Thanksgiving camp here and let the players, the parents, and the Man United supporters see what I'm all about.
Now, Gordon, you've done a couple of sessions at Putnam Park for West Florida Flames, and they've really gone down a treat, and you definitely seem to engage the players. I mean, what are you trying to get from the kids when you're out there with them? What is your secret ingredients to make learning, so natural for them? Because they definitely seem to be engaged and excited when they're out there with you.
Well, I think the number one is the fun factor, but also getting 3 points across when I'm teaching or when I'm developing a player. There are three elements. It's control, pass and move. Those can be introduced in certain different exercises, drills, sessions, whatever you want to call it. But the most important bit is those are the three basics that they learn and they keep with them for the rest of their soccer careers. They can go anywhere then and play the game. But the biggest thing at the end of it is asking if they had fun. If you've had a fun and an enjoyable session, then most of the time what you've said has actually been taken in, and at least they will try and give you 100% back.
Okay. One thing I noticed from your sessions, Gordon, was you pay attention to what the things are that they say that you shouldn't be doing, so you don't see any real lectures, no lines and no laps. Every player has a ball at their feet, lots of touches, and as I say, you get the point across quickly, effectively, and as I say, you probably feel that is the way to go when we're out there working with our young kids.
Well, working with young kids is very important. Number one is that their attention span is about 30 to 90 seconds. So if you're going to paint a picture, which I do, if I paint a picture, it's worth 1,000 words. So then I get my point across. But the ideal scenario is that you ask them to give you a feedback. So that feedback comes back to you so that you can answer again. Once they start asking questions, you've captured their attention. The idea then is not to drag it out and to actually bore them, but to introduce it and develop it to the next level. So it's progression. Once it's progression, then you can then take it on and on and on. And then the game virtually opens up for them. But the ideal to get them at a younger age is to have a clean canvas, so that when you paint the picture, it is clean. You don't have any bad habits, because it's very difficult to go back when they're 13, 14, 15 and try to correct something that they've been with them for most of their lives. So the youngsters are very, very, very enthusiastic, and what they do like is they like to be tested, they like challenge, but they also like to be understood and said that you're not just doing it just to be there.
Nice. Now, unfortunately, they can't always have Gordy, so what would you say to the mums and the dads that go out to the fields with their little ones, because they're always trying to do what they can for their little ones? Are there any tips you have for the mums and dads when they're working with their young ones?
Well, if you're working with the young ones, the only thing you can possibly do is to go out there and let them develop and enjoy it on their own. Give them a ball, let them go out, try not to refine it, but keep it general, kicking, keeping the ball up, heading. Let them do it. Let them discover, because I believe in guided discovery. Once they understand that it's not going to hurt them, they'll try it. Once they understand that they can do it, they'll try it even more. That's their own skills. What I do is I give them the basics that will help them to produce those skills in games. But for parents, just let them go and enjoy themselves. Don't try to play the game through your kid.
Brilliant. any do's and don'ts for coaches? You know?
No, not really. Let them have fun.
Okay.
Let them have fun.
Okay.